Welcome today. Very warm welcome to Swamiji, who has come and blessed us all today. A little about Swamiji. Swami Avyayananda ji is a spiritual guide with the Chinmaya mission, who was deeply inspired by Swami Tejomayananda ji from an early age. After completing his B.Tech, he followed his inner calling to study Vedanta at the renowned Sandipani Sadhanalaya in Mumbai under the guidance of Puja Swami Tejomayananda, the former global head of Chinmaya Mission. A masterful orator in English, Hindi, Gujarati, and Tamil, Swamiji has an exceptional ability to make Vedantic wisdom relevant to modern life. His characteristic spontaneously and wit allows him to connect effortlessly with audiences across generations, whether addressing students, corporate professionals, or spiritual seekers. His workshops and seminars on applying Vedantic principles to contemporary challenges have established him as a sought-after speaker in schools, colleges, and corporations. His significant contributions to continuing the lineage include teaching the Purohit courses in Tamil, Hindi, and English, and serving as Acharya of the 13th batch of the Hindi Vedanta course in Sandipani, Himalaya, in Siddhabari. Additionally, Swamiji has guided numerous volunteers training programs across Chinmaya Mission centers. Through his extensive travels across India and around the world, Swamiji has touched lives through his discourses on the Bhagavad Gita and Upanishads. Swamiji has served as a spiritual guide at Chinmaya International Residential School in Coimbatore, as well as Chinmaya centers including Delhi, Gurugram, Ahmedabad, and recently Singapore. Today, as he continues to guide seekers on their spiritual journey, Swamiji represents a bridge between ancient wisdom and modern life. His dedication, combined with his ability to connect with contemporary audiences, makes him a distinct voice in the world of spiritual teaching, one that continues to inspire and transform lives globally. Thank you.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. We'll chant the Lord's name for 2 minutes and then begin. Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha. Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha. Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha. Vagisha Sharanam Sharanam Vagisha. Vagisha Sharanam Sharanam Vagisha. Vagisha Sharanam Sharanam Vagisha. Vagisha Sharanam Sharanam Vagisha. Sarisha Sharanam Sharanam Sarisha. Sarisha Sharanam Sharanam Sarisha. Sarisha Sharanam Sharanam Sarisha. Sarisha Sharanam Sharanam Sarisha. Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha. Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha. Sharanam Ganesha. Sharanam Ganesha. Ganesha. बोलिए श्री मंगल विनायक स्वामी की, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. Hari Om. We all must have eaten some chocolates, toffees, etc. Even if we don't eat now, but we would have eaten earlier. Oh, okay. So please ensure that the phones are on silent mode, please. So we all must have had chocolates, toffees, etc. One basic question. If we have to explain to someone or write, these days everything has instructions of use. If we had to give instructions on how to have a toffee, what would they be? Very important. First step is what? Then eat what is inside. Right? Important. Have you ever put the chocolate with the wrapper in the mouth? Not the sealed one, those wrapped, twisted ones. Have you ever tried? Never. Then I don't think we will be able to understand Manah Shodhanam at all. Because Puja Gurudev gives this example that if we put a toffee with the wrapper in our mouth, after some time, some sweetness will come. Slowly, slowly, I'll start experiencing some sweetness. But will I be able to enjoy that chocolate? I won't be able to enjoy. I will be able to get some sweetness. I know that the chocolate tastes sweet. I know that the sweetness is coming. I know that it is from that only, but I will not be able to enjoy. Why? Because it has that interruption of that covering, that wrapper, which does not let us enjoy that sweetness. Same way, all of us undertake so many different activities. We choose to do certain things, we choose to not do certain things. All that is for one common goal. All of us, irrespective of where we are, what we do, anything, one common goal. All of us want to be happy. And this happiness, it is indicated in the scriptures that that is within us, that is us. And what are we doing? We are looking for that happiness. Now, why are we looking for something that is already within us, or that is supposed to be we ourselves? What would be the reason? The reason could be that I do not know, or I am not experiencing that happiness. Does that mean I am not experiencing happiness at all? No. I am getting little happiness. But I am not able to enjoy that happiness. Why? There is that wrapper, the layers which are obstructing, interfering in that experience of happiness. Now, what are these layers? What are these different wrappers that are interfering, and how can we get rid of them? How can we enjoy that uninterrupted bliss? That is the matter taken up here in this text called Manah Shodhanam. Shodhanam means to clean or purify. Shuddhi. So to purify. What? Manaha, mind. So purification of the mind is the title of this. This is a text based on many different texts, many different scriptures. The essence of all these various scriptures has been taken and presented together in a capsule form for us seekers to easily understand, live, and transform. Scriptures, we may say, oh, it is so difficult, we may not be able to understand, or there is no one to teach us. This is made so simple. It is like, any species, mother, little bit, nicely mashes the food, etc. Now humans, we can do it with our hands, but there are so many other animals, they do it with in their mouth only. They'll mash the food a little bit and then give it in the mouth of the child, and the child can easily swallow, digest. So something like that has been done in this text, where all the different scriptures, the essence of all that, the teachings of all that have been taken and talked about this. Now, I don't need to give too much of introduction, because the introduction is given in the beginning in the verses itself, so we can directly enter into the verse. But before getting into the text, also important is who has written and who has done this whole, bringing all this essence of teachings of scriptures and then putting together and simplified it for us. So Puja Guruji, Swami Tejomayananda, he has composed, he has written all these verses in Sanskrit language, and many years ago, he wrote this, authored, it's a set of 4 books. So all 4 together is called a sadhana sopan. Sopan means steps. steps of sadhana, steps of spiritual practices. And in that, the first book in the set of 4 is Manah Shodhanam, the purification of mind. Because for walking the path of sadhana or climbing the steps of sadhana, the first step, initiation, is through purification of mind. If the instrument is pure, then we can tread the path easily. So this is the first book. Then the next step is Jnanasar, essence of knowledge. Then the further step is meditation, Dhyana Swarupam. And finally, the nectar of devotion, Bhakti Sudha. So that is how the entire series is. Now, we are right now taking up the study of Manah Shodhanam, purification of mind. Puja Guruji, he himself has pointed out at various occasions that certain things came effortlessly to Guruji. So like music came effortlessly. And even great stalwarts and maestros of music, they also admire Guruji's knowledge and talent of music. And Guruji says, I have never been trained, and people can't believe it. So similarly, even two other things, Sanskrit and Vedanta, has come to Guruji effortlessly. As though some Purva Janmas Guruji must have done something. But it is. So, Sanskrit and Vedanta, both can be seen in this text. Such simple language and such profound knowledge. So this is what we are taking up this journey. So we shall enter the text right away and discover this journey of Manah Shodhanam, purification of mind. So let us read the verses. If you do not have the book, and if you would like, please, I would strongly recommend we have a copy of the book when we are studying. Puja Gurudev always used to insist that we have a book so that we can read. And nowadays we have these commentaries also, so we can also keep revising these points so that it becomes a part of our life in due course also. So the book copies are also available. We can purchase them. So now we'll start with the first verse. Please repeat. Paramatma Avyayananda Sarva Bhuta Sthitopiha Ajnanena Vrito Adrishtaha Tathaiva cha manomalaihi. Whenever any text begins, it always begins with the remembrance of the Lord as a mark of, invocation. We pray to Bhagavan and we undertake any great work. Now here also, the first verse starts with the remembrance of the Supreme Self, Paramatma. So this remembrance helps us in many ways. One is when we are undertaking something very significant and we think that we have to do it and it is a mammoth task, how is it going to be possible, etc. Always when we remember that, oh, God is with us. And when we are doing something good, when we are doing something right, then God is always on our side. And with that blessing, when we start, it gives us a great strength to move on that path. That is one. Second also is that sometimes when we start thinking that I have to do it, I am doing it, that I may not be so much for the author, but people who are reading, we all, when we read, I will read this, I will master my mind, I will do it. And this I only will not let the mind become pure. Because the greatest impurity becomes that I only. So we need God's grace for that. So we say, without your grace, we can't do this. It is not possible to walk this path or achieve this kind of success without your grace. So we are praying. So remembering the Lord, remembering that Supreme Self, Paramatma. Atma word itself means me. Self. Paramatma means that self which is beyond all time, space, bodies, objects, everything. That Paramatma. What is the nature of that Paramatma? Avyayananda. The Supreme Self, which is of the nature of Ananda. Ananda means happiness. Are we not looking for it? Yes. So our goal. Advayan. What kind of Ananda? Now we know many different kinds of Ananda. That when we have some nice food, then it becomes food Ananda. Then when we see something very beautiful, sight Ananda. When we hear some melodious music, sound Ananda. So all these different types of Anandas we know. But here what is Guruji pointing out? Advaya Ananda. Advaya means there is no second, there are no types. Because every type of happiness is also talking about limitation only. Any type of happiness is limitation. For example, somebody eats a mango, somebody eats, let us say I eat a banana, you eat a mango. We both ate. Will both of us got happiness? Yes. But is it the same? No. I got banana Ananda, you got apple Ananda. Now apple Ananda is same as banana Ananda? No. So when there are types, there is always limitation. I have not had that, so now my desire is always there. I want an apple. And you have not had bananas, you say, I want banana. So there is always incompleteness. Whereas Advaya means that happiness which is not divided, which does not have manyness, which does not have even two, just one. Means happiness per se. It is not happiness of experiencing something, happiness by means of something. No, it is happiness. That Supreme Self, which is happiness per se. Advaya Ananda, there is no two, there is no division, there is no type. That happiness, the closest we can get to this, understanding this is when all of us, when we sleep, when there are no dreams also, just sleep. That sleep, dreamless sleep, in that experience, we all feel happy. We all feel happy. That is why after the class, many people come and say, Swamiji, your class was so good. I didn't know when the time passed. Only when you said, Om Shanti, 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 I suddenly woke up and I said, wow. 15 days I've been struggling to get sleep. Your class is magic. I'm going to come all 5 days. So that happiness that one gets, that happiness of dreamless deep sleep is something that is common, that all of us know what we are talking about. But anything else, it will be different. But that is not the Ananda talked about here. Otherwise it was so easy. You want to experience Paramatma? Sleep. Then when I wake up, when you wake up, sorry, no Paramatma available. It is not that. This is Advaya means it is not even limited to a state of sleep. When you are waking, it is there. When you are sleeping, it is there. That experience, uninterrupted, infinite bliss, which is not different from our own self. That Paramatma Advayananda, Sarvabhuta Sthitaha api. It is Sthitaha, it is present, it is pervading. Sarvabhuta, all beings. Bhuta means beings. Okay? Bhuta does not mean ghost. Because some people, Bhuta means, oh, ghost, it is talking about. No. Bhuta means that which is called that which was born, which was created, which exists. So, Sarva Bhuta, all these beings, Sarva Bhuta Sthitaha, in all these beings is this supreme bliss. This supreme bliss which exists, which pervades all beings, that, now if it is in all beings, if it is in me also, still, adrishtaha. Adrishtaha cannot be experienced, cannot be felt. This infinite bliss, it is not that we are not even looking for it, we are all looking for it, we are all trying to get it. And not just one or two people, every being, and not just human beings, every creature wants it. And this bliss, infinite, is Sarva Bhuta Sthitaha, is in everything, every being. It is present. Still, adrishtaha, not experienced. Why? Toffee. Why not experienced? Because ajnanena avritaha. Avritaha means covered, wrapped. Covered by what? What is the wrapper here? Ajnana. Ajnana, ignorance. So because it is wrapped, covered by ignorance. What is covered by ignorance? That infinite supreme bliss, Paramatma. That because it is wrapped in ignorance, therefore, adrishtaha, cannot be seen, cannot be experienced, cannot be felt. And what else is covering this? Tathaivacha manomalaihi. Mala means impurity. Manomala, impurities of the mind. So two wrappers. You see those chocolates also, two layers are coming, no? See, very Vedantic chocolates they are. Two layers. Inside layer is ignorance. And then outside, different impurities. So even if you remove the impurities, ignorance still is there. That also has to be removed. And then enjoy. That is why, what is the instruction given? Remove the wrapper. Take out the chocolate. Put it in your mouth. Enjoy. That is what Vedanta asks us to do. Same thing. This whole text is going to tell us that much only. That's all. Only difference is, it is already in the mouth. It is already there. So only the wrapper has to be removed, that's all. That's the job. So what are the two layers? Ajnana, that is ignorance, and manomala, that is impurities of mind. Manomalaihi is a plural. So there are various impurities of the mind. These two are covering this bliss. And therefore, we are not able to enjoy that bliss even if it is ever available with us for experience. Oh, so then how can we experience it? It is adrishta, invisible, not seen, not experienced. So how can we make it drishta? How is it possible to experience it? How is it possible to bring it to our direct experience? So it is in the second verse, Guruji is saying, Jnanena tu tadajnane nashte bhati swayam hi saha satyame tattathapiha Kashtamekam cha vartate. What is the way of experiencing this infinite bliss, my own self? So here it is said, tad ajnane nashte. When this ignorance is destroyed, tad ajnane nashte, saha swayam bhati. That bliss itself becomes evident. For example, if we, if we have to look for something, let's say it is a dark room, and if somebody asks, okay, you are in that, are you in that room? Yes, I have. Can you see, is there that, that book is there? Manah Shodhanam book is there. Said, wait, let me. And I switch on the light. It is there. Yes, it is there. Okay, you found. Now, if somebody says, there is a, you are in that room and you just found the Manah Shodhanam book. After that someone asks, is the light there? So do we need something else to illumine that light? It is already there. Or let us say there is some torch, flashlight, torchlight. That torchlight or flashlight is switched on and left in the room, but still I can't see it. What could be the reason? The torchlight is left on, still I can't see it. What could be the reason? Something is covering it. Or my eyes are closed. So some layer is there in between. Now as soon as, let us say, one blanket is covering it. Now when I lift the blanket, what do I see? It is already there. Do I need any other light to illumine that? Once the blanket is removed, it is there. So similarly here also what is said here, that tad ajnane nashte swayam bhati. It itself becomes evident. Why? Because it does not need any other light to illumine it. It is self-illumining, self-evident. It does not need anything else to illumine it. Swayam bhati. It itself is self-luminous. Now, for example, this often happens here. We don't see the sun. Okay? So, and natural cause is clouds. Let us not talk about man-made causes, smog, etc., but cloud. Okay. Now, cloud. When because of the clouds, we can't see the sun, what do we say? The clouds have covered the sun. Can the cloud cover the sun? Who is the great-grandfather of the cloud? What is the cause of the cloud? Sun only. Sun only has created the cloud. So how can that great-grandson cover the grand-grandfather? It is not possible. What the cloud is doing is covering our vision of the sun. It has come in between our vision and the sun. So we, for our communication and common parlance, we say that yes, the cloud has covered the sun. Now if the cloud moves away, do we need something else to illumine the sun? No. As soon as the cloud is gone, the sun is evident by itself. It does not need any other action. As soon as it is gone. Why? Because the sun is self-luminous, self-evident. Whereas if we are looking for that book, even if the cover is removed, I need some source of light so that it can be illumined, and then I see the book. Because the book does not have a light of its own. It is not self-luminous. It has to be illumined. Whereas this bliss is Swayam bhati. It does not need any other source of light to illuminate. Swayam bhati. But what is required? Tad ajnane nashte. When the ignorance is destroyed, that is when the self becomes evident by itself. Swayam bhati. But how can ignorance be destroyed? How is it possible to destroy ignorance? Puja Gurudev used to give a very interesting example. He used to say that this man wanted to see darkness. Okay? He wanted to experience darkness. So he inquired, where is darkness? So he said, you go to the countryside, there is a lot of darkness, electricity, etc. has not reached there. So you go. Okay. He took his car, kept driving and driving miles together. No darkness. He said, by now he should have reached. So there was a passer-by, some farmer or someone. So he said, no, I was told there was darkness here, but where is the darkness? So the farmer said, you are there. He said, but why am I not able to see? He said, switch off your headlight. You're already there. As soon as he put off the headlight, he said, pitch darkness all around. It is already there. But how can that darkness be destroyed? Just by light. Is there any other way I can destroy darkness? Let us say this room is dark. I want to remove the darkness. All of us say, let us do seva. No? In temple, if we do seva, we will get a lot of punya. No? So let us all, what do? Get some vessels, some, instruments and all. Fill big vessels full of darkness, one at a time. Go and throw it all out. After some time, all darkness will go away. Will it happen? Will that work? No. How can darkness be destroyed? Light a lamp, switch on the light, already gone. So, ajnana, ignorance can be destroyed only by jnanena, only by knowledge. There's no other way. We're going to the gym and exercising. Ignorance is not going to go. I may be more fit, that is different. But ignorance will not go by that. By reading books, just merely intellectual information I get, that is also not going to get rid of. The ignorance has to be addressed and has to be destroyed only by knowledge. And ignorance of what? Here, what is the ignorance about? The self, that blissful self. So what the knowledge of what is required? The self only. I cannot destroy the ignorance about the self by reading about the world. I have doctorates in so many different subjects. Still I am feeling unhappy. I am not. That is because the ignorance of the self is still there. So jnanena tad ajnanena shte saha swayam bhati. That Paramatma, that blissful self, itself becomes evident. Satyam etat. Is this right? Yes, of course, this is true. This is true, right? This is true. Still, tathapi, in spite of this being the case, tathapi, iha ekam kashtam vartate. But here there is some difficulty. So, what does this verse say? So, first verse said, that blissful infinite self which pervades every being is not still visible and evident and experienced because of the layers of ignorance and impurities of the mind. How can it be experienced? We don't have to do anything else but remove the layer of ignorance. And when that ignorance is removed with the help of knowledge, then the blissful self itself becomes evident. This being the case, even though this is true, there is a problem. Oh, I thought this was such a straightforward thing. It is straightforward. In principle, it is straightforward. But there is a practical problem. What is a practical problem? No, Guruji himself is saying, so we don't need to worry about finding it out. We are getting it all very ready-made. Acha, what is the practical problem? So the third verse is saying, third and fourth verse we can read together. Yavan malana kshiyante manaso raga rupakaha tavanna tattva jignasa jayate manushe hridi. Sorry. Kathanchid yadi jayeta tatvecha purva karmatah bodhopi jayate yadva tannishta naiva sambhavet. Yavat as long as. Manasah ragarupakaha malaha na kshiyante, as long as these malaha, these impurities, which kind of impurities? Ragarupakaha means impurities like attachments and so on. It will be elaborated later. So all these impurities of the mind, manasah malaha, as long as these impurities of the mind like attachments etc. na kshiyante are not destroyed, tavat, yavat, tavat, these two words go together. Yavat as long as, tavat so long. So tavat so long, tattva jignasa na jayate manushe hridi. Manushe hridi, in the heart of the person, manushe hridi. Tattva jignasa, jignasa means curiosity or that longing to know. Know what? Tattva, the essence, the truth. So long as these impurities of the mind like attachments etc. are not destroyed, as long as they don't get destroyed, so long there is not even a sincere quest for this knowledge. Tavat na tattva jignasa jayate manushe hridi. It's a very important, significant point. Manushe hridi in the mind of the manushya, in the mind of a human. This is manushe word is used, very important thing to indicate that it can be possible only in this human form. Although the blissful self is in every creature, but to know it, to experience that bliss is available only in this human form. Such a privilege. How many species? Till date, this modern science has discovered, I think, approximately 22,000 species or something. But our scriptures say 84 lakhs, means 840,000. So many are there. Species, every species. Now, of all this, only one is this human. And in this form alone, this knowing of the self is possible. Can we imagine the rarity of this? Can we imagine the privilege that we have? And we already have this. And that is why in various places the scriptures again and again cry out, saying, having got the human form, if we miss getting this, then what a big loss. Now, earlier this year there was Mahakumbh in Prayag. Some of us must have gone. Did we go? Anyone who went from here? Okay, few people here also have gone. Let us say you went there. And you went and stayed in some hotel. Okay? And then after 2-3 days you returned. People ask, did you have a dip in the Triveni Sangam, in that confluence? Did you have a dip? What dip? We have to go have a dip. What Sangam? Where is Sangam? There only. That was the main thing. Oh, we did not do. Then what did you do? So we went, stayed in the hotel. It was too crowded, so we didn't come out only. And then when it was time for our flight, we came back. That's all. Then nothing. We didn't do it. What a big loss. You went all the way to that place and there you had to just have one dip and you could not have that in UK. What a big loss of that entire trip. Yes or no? We would feel, that's what everyone will tell us, right? That is what our gurus, our rishis, all of them keep telling us. All the way you went to this human embodiment. And one dip in the scriptures is what all was required. What a loss of this. Manushe Hridi. Only in the human heart this quest for knowing oneself is possible. There are so many other animals which are considered to be very intelligent animals. There are some animals which can use instruments. There are some animals which can solve problems. Even complex problems some animals can solve. All this is there, but it is all regarding the world. There is no self-knowledge possibility in any other species. Just one species. Just one. And look at the possibilities and probabilities. If we know a little bit of statistics, we will understand what is the probability of being a human being. As against 840,000 species. One. What is the probability? And that we have already achieved. Now, having achieved that, if this doesn't happen, because this is the only thing that cannot be achieved anywhere else. There was one man who, of course, disagreed with this. This man was always eating yogurt, curds. He never touched milk. So somebody asked, why? He said, as a human being, we should do what we can't do in any other species. All other species, we have milk. Yogurt, only human. But this kind of things we may do, but it is actually the scriptural knowledge, self-knowledge. That is what is the speciality of human birth. It is not yogurt. Because that is what we have done so much of research in our kitchen with the variety. And nobody can beat us, no doubt about it. But the point is that is not the speciality. The speciality is this. This sincere longing for this knowledge, this curiosity, tattva jijnasa. It does not come easily. So, till when does it not come? Yavat malaha na kshiyante. So, till the time these kind of impurities are not destroyed. So now we have to understand the sequence. What is the sequence? Impurities are there. Till that time, we cannot experience we cannot have the sincere longing for knowledge. No longing for knowledge, obviously knowledge, even if it comes, then it cannot be, internalized, or it can't transform us. And without that knowledge, ignorance will not go. And if ignorance does not go, then this bliss can never be experienced. And the bliss is something that we all want. So we get the sequence. So that is why it is a very logical, step-by-step understanding. It is not that why should I get? I don't want to know myself. I am happy only without self-knowledge. Also, I am happy. Are we really happy? Because if we have really found happiness, the kind of happiness that we really are wanting, if we have found it, then we will stop searching. But we still are searching. Anything we do, we want to be happy. So that's the basic requirement. We think that, having proper food and clothing and shelter, that is what is the most basic need. More basic than that is happiness. People without a roof on their head, if they are happy, they are happy. Nobody can do anything to them. So it is that happiness, that infinite happiness, that lasting happiness, everlasting happiness, that is what we are looking for. And that is possible only in this human life. Nowhere else. And to get this, I need a sincere longing. That want has to be there, that quest has to be there. And that is possible only when the mind is pure. If there are impurities, I will not even have this sincere seeking of this knowledge will not only happen. And here Guruji is going one step further and saying, by chance, it is possible. In the fourth verse, Kathanchid yadi jayeta tattvecha. Let us say Kathanchid means by some reason, whatever be the reason, we may not understand. But some way, I got lucky. Okay, you got lucky. And therefore what happened? You got this longing for knowledge, tattvecha, to know that truth, to know that blissful self. That self-knowledge, that quest for self-knowledge came by chance, let us say. By chance nothing comes. But let us say it came by chance. Kathanchid yadi jayeta tattvecha. Purva karmatah. Maybe you have done something in the past life or something. Oh, you got it by chance. Okay, even then. Bodhopi yadi jayate. And even if you have studied the scriptures, got a guru, and guru initiated you into this knowledge, and you got the knowledge, you understood it. But keeping it only here is different from it transforming us. So, bodhopi. Let us say I got to study also under a guru, a great guru. Like we all have got. So a great guru we have got. Okay, we studied. But tannishtha naiva sambhavet. But that abidance in that knowledge cannot happen until and unless the impurities of the mind are gone. So the principle is, even sincere longing for the knowledge cannot come without a pure mind. Even if it comes and we get a great guru and we get the instructions from the guru and we understand it also, it will not let us abide in that knowledge, transform and experience that, enjoy that bliss in life till that impurity is there in the mind. So, if we want to be happy forever, then the prerequisite is purity of mind. Because no clear understanding also is possible without purity of mind. If the mind is not pure, when the mind is not peaceful, we all know when we take a decision with an agitated mind or a confused, clouded mind, in an emotionally high state, when we take decisions also, they turn out to be wrong. Or sometimes we carry the guilt and regret of it. So we all have gone through this, we all have experienced this. This is something very, very practical. I want to be happy, yes. So I have to get rid of all the impurities of the mind. I have to have a pure mind. Purity of mind is a prerequisite for gaining infinite happiness. This is the correlation. So I want to be happy? Yes. Then purity of mind is not optional. It has to be. Oh, then now what do I do? This is a very serious matter. Yeah, it is not, purification of mind is not a time pass. It is a serious matter. So even if we get a great guru, it will not happen. No. Because often what we think is, lazy as we are, we'll say this impurities of mind and making purification of mind and too much. We'll go and sit at the feet of a guru and say, Guru, put your right hand on my head. As soon as you put, some stars will come, and suddenly one flame will be lit here between the eyebrows. I am enlightened. We think it comes like that. And that's why we brag a lot about how great, oh, my guru is so great. He will make me, he will take me across. Our Puja Gurudev, he said, I am not a mule guru. When you go to these yatras and all, especially in the mountains, there is that crossbreed between a donkey and a horse, which is called a mule. It has a tail like a horse and ears like a donkey. And they are all used for, whoever pilgrims, they sit on it and go on the back of that mule, and the mule takes you on the mountainous path and all. So it is used. So Gurudev used to say, I am not this mule guru who will carry you on my back. Gurudev used to say, I will show you the path, you have to walk yourself. And that is why many people don't like this path. We have to do ourselves what is there. At least you give guarantee that we will come for 5 days satsang, after that we should get some enlightenment. Do you guarantee that? Then we will go. Because more than this we can't do, The 5 days is only initiation. After that it's a lifetime project. Oh, whole life we have to give after that. That is very difficult. So that is why we people are lazy. So you say, okay, you come, you just sing Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha. You say, and then Mangal Vinayak, Bhagavan will take care of the rest. That is good. That I will do. You want, I will ring bell also. And I will come and do that. But study this and then work on my weaknesses and these impurities and purification. This is too much. I can't do so much of work. But we all understand this principle in the world, that there is no pain without gain and there is no gain without pain. In the world we understand, but when it comes to spirituality, we want everything served on a platter. See, the greatest thing we should understand, Puja Gurudev, his compassion, although he said, I am not a mule guru, still he did so much. Just imagine we are sitting here in a comfort of this hall and nicely talking about these scriptures. Do we think about 75 years ago anyone would have even imagined this? Some corner of the world where any such kind of Vedanta knowledge anyone wanted, we had to go to the Himalayas. Stay in such difficult conditions, not just physical, even fighting with our own minds. Being there and then gaining that knowledge. He did all that. And after doing all that, how did he give it to us? Like that mother, no? Chew. Gave. And now we feel more lazy. We are spoiled. Here it is, you have to work a little bit at least. Everything cannot be given. And everything cannot be given by someone else anyway. Even the Guru. Guru can give us knowledge. But to get abidance, we have to work hard. There is no other option. And each one of us, that is why in the Bhagavad Gita also, Bhagavan Shri Krishna very clearly says that lift yourself by yourself. There is no one is going to give you crutches to do that. Stand up. Take your own responsibility. Take charge of your life. And that is what is important. That I want happiness. There's no doubt about it. We want happiness. But are we ready to pay the price? And actually speaking, Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya ji in one of his commentaries has made this statement, and something which is very, very relevant to all of us to think about. That what is the importance of, the price that we pay? He says, the price that we pay is limited, but the result that we are going to get is unlimited, infinite. This is the best deal, where there is never a possibility of a loss. It is gain, and that too, infinite gain. And we have come this long. We have come to this human embodiment. We have come to the feet of the Guru. What more do we want? Just a little few steps we have to walk, that's all. And that is why it is said that we have to gain this. We have to work on the weaknesses and the impurities of our mind, get rid of them so that this pure mind can lead us to that supreme knowledge which will bless us with that infinite everlasting bliss. I say, okay, Guru gives me knowledge, I understood it, that is good enough for me. Why are you troubling me unnecessarily? Abidance in knowledge and all. I am not interested in abidance then. So here Guruji is pointing that also. He is saying, 5th verse, Nishtha bhavat paranandaha bhavat paranandaha jivan muktasya yoginaha sadhakair nanubhuyeta viphalam tarhi sadhanam. Nishtha abhavat. What if I don't gain that abidance in the knowledge? What is the problem? I don't want to gain. Then, you know that story we have all heard of that fox who wanted to have grapes. Then he tried to jump and then he could not reach because they were very high. Then after some time he said, anyway they are sour grapes, I don't want them. Like that. He said, what if I don't get abidance? What is the big deal? I choose not to get. That does not change the basic fact that we want to be happy. Happiness without abidance, how is it possible? Abidance in the knowledge is equal to happiness. So he is saying, Nishta Bhavat, if there is no abidance, then what will happen? Paranandaha Jivan Muktasya Yoginaha Sadhakaihi na anubhuyeta. Na anubhuyeta is not experienced. What? Parananda. That supreme bliss cannot be experienced by the seekers without abidance in this knowledge. If there is no abidance, there is no happiness experienced. Which kind of happiness? Jivan Muktasya Yoginaha. That supreme bliss, that infinite happiness, which is experienced ever by the ever liberated one. Jivan Mukta. Yogi. Yogi means a man of realization. When we say man, woman included, okay? So otherwise, nowadays we have to clarify all those things. So we just say it for the general term, okay? Person of liberation, realization, if that helps, okay? So that realized person, yogi, Jivan Mukta, who is liberated while living, such a person experiences that infinite bliss within, without, everywhere. That bliss, sadhakaihi na anubhuyeta, will not be available for the experience of the seekers. When there is no abidance in this knowledge. And if that doesn't happen, then the question is, why did you do all these things? You went to a guru, listened to the scriptures, reflected upon it, and understood it, as you say. I have got understanding, but I don't need abidance. If you don't get abidance, then what is the point? You did all this, and then same. How is life? As it was. And that is why many people, when they say that, okay, you are going to Chinmaya Mission, how has it helped you? I don't know actually, Okay, are you happy? Can't say. In fact, I was happier before. Because now what happened? Now I know why I am unhappy. So that is creating more guilt in me. What all foolishness I am doing now, I know, I am aware of it. That's why I feel, ignorance was bliss. But as Guruji says, ignorance is not bliss, it is a blister. It keeps on pricking and gives us pain all the time. So the point is, why did I do all these things if I cannot get the ultimate? I started off this journey only to get that ultimate, and then I stopped halfway. Why? Because I'm lazy. Because I say, I can't work on my impurities of my mind, so let it be. It is fine. I am okay with it. So the point is, viphalam tarhi sadhanam. All the effort that I have put, all goes waste. So this far I have come. I am staying in Prayagraj. River View Hotel, it is called also. I open my window, I can see thousands and millions of people taking a dip, but I don't go there. Why? Too much of crowd. Then why did you come here? That's a good question. So viphalam, all waste. Why did I even reach here? So that is why. So now, summing up, what is my goal? Infinite, eternal happiness I want. Yes. Now, everything that I am doing is only for that. Okay. Now, what is the way that has been given? So, first find out why there is sorrow. The sorrow is because of two things. That happiness. Sorrow means what? I am not able to experience that happiness or enjoy that happiness because of two things. Two layers: ignorance and impurities of mind. Okay. So now ignorance is the inner layer. Once that is removed, then it is available. How can ignorance be removed? By knowledge. How can knowledge be gained? By having a sincere quest for knowledge. And that quest for knowledge is possible only when the mind is pure, free from all the impurities. If there are impurities, I won't even have a sincere quest for this knowledge. And if there is no quest, there is no knowledge. And if there is no knowledge, there is no infinite bliss. No, but previous births and all, I must have done some good deeds. Because of that, if I got, okay, by chance, even if I get that knowledge, even if I understand it, it remains only in the intellect. I won't get abidance in the self. And if I don't get abidance, then I won't experience that infinite eternal bliss. And if I don't experience, then why did I do all these things? Everything goes for a waste. And even if I say I did not do it, just came to me, but still this human birth became a waste. Human birth became a waste. What did you achieve? That wherever we go, the speciality of that place, any new city or country we go to, people, have you seen this? Have you gone there? Have you done this? Then you have, So like that in human birth also. If come to the human birth, have you studied the scriptures? Have you purified your mind? No. Then what are you doing? What is the point? So this is what we need to. So now if the case is clear that purity of mind is the only way to be happy. If we can put it in a very simple, straightforward terms, purity of mind is inevitable if we want to be happy. So now, how to gain that purity of mind? What are the impurities? So all that is going to be taken up as we go ahead. So we will take that up for discussion tomorrow onwards. So please do try and reach here 5 minutes before 7, and then we will start at 7. And one more request to everyone, that if we feel this subject is relevant and practical for the world today, life today, then if we really feel that from within, then tomorrow get one more person with you. Can we get one more person who is not here today? Don't decide among yourself that, no, I will bring you, you bring me. So both of us will come. So not that way. One person who is not here today, get one more person tomorrow. Right? Can we do? Is it very difficult? No, it is easy and it is relevant. It will be our service to that person. You don't need to tell that person that, come, I am going to give you something. No. Let them come. Let them discover. After that, day after tomorrow, whether they want to come or not, you don't force them. But tomorrow, one day you force them. Like you call for your birthday. It is my birthday. You must come. If you don't come, I'll feel bad. Like that you bring. And try and get youngsters also. It is relevant for everyone. Everyone wants to be happy. So it is relevant for everyone. So let us get as many people as possible. Yeah. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.